Shields is teaming up with a monster rapper.
Claressa Shields is at it again. This time calls rapper, the wife of Papoose, a stinking bum. We gonna talk about it in this video. Let's get unpacked. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to your live boxing ego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to your live. Hey, yay, hey, yay. We are all gathered here to talk about one quote. I feel like Claressa Shields just don't get it. Sad, man. Claressa Shields just won a fight versus K. Scott. Listen, it was a good performance. Claressa looked like she's working on her, her game. She did get hit a little bit. It's just that K. Scott ain't got no power. Pillow fist, all right? And I told you that before the fight. So all in all, it was a good performance by Claressa Shields. She didn't do anything wrong, but as I've stated, the talent pool in women's boxing in general, but moreover in the higher weight class, is severely lacking. So yeah, I can't fault Claressa. She's taking her craft serious, but she just don't have many contemporaries that are at the level. So here's the thing. It's going to be slim pickings. That's why you don't pick someone with a 0% knockout ratio. There's other girls that at least have power, right? Because here's the thing. Broner has more skill than Maidana, but Broner lost to Maidana, right? But Maidana got heart and he got power in ease. So if he catching you with them overhand rights, you in trouble. So for me, it's like Claressa might as well retire or fight the slim pickings and the best of the best that are available, which was, to me, not K. Scott. That's my honest opinion. And I said that before the fight. That's why she was a 30-1 favorite. So you would think with a victory, like everybody would just be, good job, you did your thing. The crowd came out, whatever. But she always got to do the most. And here's the thing. You can go watch all my videos. I have never said anything negative about Claressa's boxing ability, right? I never said she don't train hard. I never said she's not working at her craft. Never said she wasn't a great fighter. It just simply put, that is not the case, right? However, I have frequently criticized her antics. This whole thing with Papoose. Your career, in my opinion, is going down, down, baby, yo, street in a Range Rover. Wait a minute now. Like, it's going down, down. It's what you're doing right down. It's going down there. What did Arnold say? Get to the chopper. Yeah. It's going down. Cause you messing with a married man, so it gotta go down. Mary J. Blige, I'm going down. Pause. Anywho, she just keep doing the weirdest thing. Like, here's an example. Some people are like, come on, ego. No. This girl says, I'm probably pregnant now. Papoose went crazy after the fight. Like, this is TMI. And she got a magic stick. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Because Remy said so, but whatever. That's female opinion or whatever. And then somebody busting it open, doing the splits. Like, what? Like, come on, bro. Like, she just comes across as like a little teenage girl. And it's very peculiar. And I feel that the Flint Lint Dust Bunnies, aka the Quote Stands, they know this girl is radio. They know she's a great fighter, but they also know she's a little bit slow. Crayola Shields, they know that, and it's like they just accept it so she can say these slow things, these slow thoughts, and then they just act like it's normal. And then if you criticize her, then they're like, oh man, it was a joke and all that. And they always have an excuse for Claressa Shields. Always. She fighting a girl with no power, muscles, but no power. Like, y'all ain't never got two things that match. I come over, you got peanut butter, no jelly, ham, no burger, K Scott, muscles, no power. Like, you never got nothing. You never fight a fighter that got two things that match. K Scott out here built like Van Damme. Now why don't you take your big stick and your boyfriend and find a boost to catch? I think the favor gonna be done for you. Like you're out here fighting Van Damme and Hard Target or whatever that was. Nobody asked for that. I definitely didn't. How's the suit, Chance? A tragedy. The coffee was tolerable though. Right? You out here fighting JCVD, Universal Soldier, with no power. Got 80 fights in the amateurs and pro, but ain't got no power. It don't even match. It don't even make sense. And then you're like, dropping to your knees like Ray J, like you just beat Muhammad Ali or Layla Ali or something. Crazy. But again, cool. You want to celebrate a victory. You worked hard. Cool. I'm not even mad at that. But I'm probably pregnant now. Pat went crazy. This girl is a whole buffoon, man. That's what I believe. That's my personal opinion. Great fighter, but she just do too much of this stuff. And look at how young-minded she is. She talking about, I'm probably pregnant now because Papoose went crazy. Do you see how slow she is? Because she correlates going crazy with fertility. Like, think about what I'm saying. And I know some people are like, oh man, Ego, you're looking too far into it. No. Listen to what I'm saying. She's making a connection or correlation between her probably being pregnant and whatever Papoose allegedly did with some so-so whatever, right? That's the correlation. Like, that's not how that works, right? If a woman's fertile, it don't matter if you a 1 minute man, if you was out there long and like stroking each stroke. Yeah, I be stroking. Like, none of that matters when it comes to fertilization. So a lot of people, they're not going to bring up this stuff. They're going to be, oh, that's just Claressa being Claressa. But I pay attention to what they say. She's very limited to me. You know what I mean? It shows you're a boxer. You get punched in the head because your thought process be way off. I'm probably pregnant now because he went crazy. You don't have to go crazy or not go crazy. Again, you could be a 1 minute man. If that make it to the egg, you as good as pregnant. You know what I mean? So it's just a stupid statement all across the board. And Claressa continues to do it. That's her whole career. Bunch of stupid statements. So some people want to focus and be like, oh, she's so great in the ring. Okay, that's cool. But at this point, it's impossible to separate the athletic ability and the skill from all this other madness she be doing, right? And people are like, oh, why do you care about her outfit and all this goofy stuff? Listen. It's her fault. Don't blame me. Don't blame bloggers. Blame her. Nobody cares about her relationship with Papoose, I can assure you. The only reason why people are even talking about it is because she do the most. She's constantly doing the most, battling the wife, or think she's, Remy already said, in competition with herself, don't even know that bit. Like, literally everything Remy said has shown up. A lot of speculation at the time because we didn't know. Papoose, he really took people for a ride. I think people had a conception of who he was from Love and Hip Hop. And then now without Remy, where he's forced to stand on his own, you see some shortcomings. You see some deficiencies, right? Where when he was with Rem, he never looked this bad, right? And here's the thing. I liken it to boxing. I'm a boxing channel. I got boxing analogies all day, every day. Similar to boxing. In a great fight, it's the fighters and only the fighters. Now, I know, what do you mean, Ego? That doesn't make sense. Yes, it does. If you know, you know. If you watch boxing like I watch boxing, you'll know judges can corrupt and ruin a fight, right? Two people fight, this person is the rightful winner, and then the judges will job them and rob them with the scorecard with a pin. So this person worked hard for 6-8 weeks training, blood, sweat, and tears, only to get robbed by some judges who have an agenda or dirty or whatever and corrupted the scorecard. And now it looked like the person that really didn't won, right? So fights can be ruined that way, where you can see the best fight in the world. If the right man or woman don't win, you're like, what did I just watch? This is some bull, right? Also the referee, right? I've seen fight, even on the Claressa card, you had a overzealous referee that disqualified the girl. I understand taking points and all that, but disqualified in a competitive fight. So now the fight hangs in the balance of what the ref did. It's not even about the two fighters anymore. It's just like, oh, I don't like what you're doing, quick to disqualify. So that can ruin the fight, right? If the referee stops it prematurely, disqualifies the fighter, whatever, right? So on the flip side, a great fight is a fight where it's settled mano y mano. Like, perfect example would be, I'll give you guys a transgression of the rule, would be Tommy Hearns versus Marvin Hagler. The referee and the judges did not matter. Those two men, rest in peace to Hagler, duked it out, gave us a classic, instant classic, gave it their all. Hagler won, done. Another example from boxing of where they get it wrong, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. versus my boy Pernell Whitaker. They robbed Pernell, right? So that's the contrast. So the reason, let me connect this all for you. Reason why I'm giving a boxing analogy is, in a great fight is settled by the fighters, right? Hagler, Hearns. In a not so great fight is some robberies, some horrible Texas scorecards or whatever, right? And then you're left with a sour taste in your mouth. The fights are always better when the referee, it's like the referee's not there. It's like the referee don't even exist. And you got two people fighting clean and they just made a best man or woman win, period. The ref is like almost like no ref, because you're not paying attention to the ref. But the ref who's all in the mix and stuff, that's not a good fight, typically. So the thing that worked for Papoose, using my analogy with boxing, is when he was with Remy, he almost was like a Terminator-esque dude where you didn't really know too much. He didn't really talk as much. And he was just a rapper and he was holding down this girl. Like, the less you knew about him, the better. Now he seemed like a fiend for the spotlight. He riding around hitting U-turns and rapping and all in the video. Like, he talking at the press conference like he been doing boxing for 20 plus years, right? Just because you with a boxer don't mean that, like, that's like David Benavidez's wife or whoever. That don't mean she know everything about boxing because she married to a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't work like that. Now you might get your girl into it more and more, but Papoose he's doing press conferences and stuff. And these people I could go on and on. These people are not transparent at all. For example, what is Papoose's job? We get it. He's the boyfriend, right? We get it. He got that little itty bitty spider tattoo on his arm. a little baby hieroglyphic looking tattoo. That's another thing. That tattoo was terrible. I hated everything about it. The size, little 8-point font. The font, hated that too, right? And then Claressa, man, oh man, she's willing to settle for whatever, right? Let somebody pillow talk her ear a little bit. And I feel like even the tattoo, there was some pressure for Papoose to step up and possibly get that, but still it ain't good enough. Like, for me, I can only speak for me, but for me, it would be mandatory that the girl I'm dealing with remove her ex and cover that up. I don't care about you getting my name more than I care about you covering up who was here before me. You dig? And that's the law and order. That's me banging together like boom, like. I got certain things that are non-negotiable. If you want to be with me, you got to roll, you know what I mean? Because I'm a high value man, right? I got my own business. I think I'm funny. I'm definitely tall. You know what I mean? Good upbringing, no kids. You know what I mean? Curly hair. So I know what I bring to the table in all scenarios. So I don't let people play me short, you know what I mean? I'm just not willing to do it. So if a woman, I've always had an abundance mindset. I never had a scarcity mindset, right? So I know there's plenty of fish in the sea. So I'd rather somebody be who they are, and then I'll just find somebody I'm more compatible with. You know what I mean? So I don't need to change nobody and stuff like that. Little things in a relationship you can compromise, of course, but yeah. I'm not here to change nobody's whole personality. If this is how you get down and this is who you are, so be it. You know, I'll try to find someone that's more comparable to me. But any woman could never have a big portrait of their dude on a arm and then just leave it. We got to amputate that. Nah. It's going to be a Saw movie. That little dolphin to ride in with the tricycle. I want to play a game. You spent your life with Remy Ma, rapping in your car. The keys have been hidden in the pile of clothes. To free yourself, go to Remy's house and pick up your clothes. Like, no. I'll be Jigsaw. We gotta ving, ving, ving. We gotta saw that off. You got your ex in the face. Like, I would be mad looking at the ex's face. So Pap out here with Remy on his arm, and then Claressa. I just busted my face up with that. It got jabbed in the mouth, moving too much. But anyway, he got Remy, and then he got Claressa. That, how goofy is that? These people look horrible. They look terrible. It's like a one big minstrel show that the world, unfortunately, we want to be removed from the group chat. I don't know why Claressa thinks that everybody wants to be a part of. They're like, oh man, he was killing it last night and all that. He went downtown on me. We don't care. I can assure you. And I think deep down inside, Claressa Shields knows that people don't really care. Right? That's why she got to keep being vocal and nasty and raunchy and keep putting the stuff out there, because I'm going to tell you, if she keep acting like this, there will come a time where you've already yelled and ranted and crashed out and melted down. She's lucky the bloggers are still even entertaining this, because it'll get to a point where you're going to wish you didn't burn bridges, right? And you're going to wish the bloggers would pick you up. I've been here for so many years. and I've seen it before. I've seen so many flash of the pan people who had their moment, and the internet loved them, or they were viral. There's just something to talk about. Everybody talking about them, and just like they come, they go. And Claressa, like, she's not charismatic and witty enough to have longevity. She just keep doing like foolish stuff, in my opinion. So we're gonna see. But let's get back to the Remy part. Claressa is just Delulu, in my opinion. And I noticed something she does is millions of people could be saying something and she'll just scream the opposite, right? And think people are just going to go along with it, right? But everywhere you turn, she getting roasted online. Like, look at this, bro. They got her and the kid got a helmet on and Pap looking older. I'm so sorry. Just look at this picture, bro. That's your little short bus family. And you think because he got that little itsy bitty tattoo on his arm that means something. You know what I mean? He got a whole Sistine Chapel Remy Ma's face and her holding the mic and a bottle. So Remy's right. In her song, she like, hand me down. Chickens with all of my hand-me-downs. I mean, look, Remy already got a kid with him. Remy already had him. Remy already been with him, intimate with him. She already had him for 20 years, right? Already did songs. Like, you're still playing catch up. Where's your song? While you calling Remy washed up, where's your song with Papoose? This man, I don't feel like he really cares about her. That's my honest opinion. And I cannot wait to see if I'm right? He did several songs with Remy and solo songs that were like odes to Remy. Got this long, tattoo on his forearm. He gave you a tattoo this big, probably with invisible ink. You know what I mean? So it look cover up ready in case y'all don't work out, which he probably suspected. It'll be super easy to cover that up. It looked like terms and conditions or something, like small print. It looked super fine and like you get some sandpaper and just rub it against his arm and it'll be gone. It looked horrible, right? It looked like a little kid going to a festival and they get the temporary tribal tattoos and girls get the henna and all that. Like, that tattoo looked horrible. And like, the man really went to a tattoo artist with a camera crew or a videographer and he just filming. And like, I'm thinking it's going, because they're showing him, he probably had numbing cream and he in the chair like that. So I'm like, okay, he might be getting something. This man tattoo was this big. Oh my God. It looked like a candy wrapper, where it says Mentos. It looked like that small. Mentos. Claressa, the unfresh maker. You know what I mean? So you getting clowned everywhere you turn. And you trying to be in competition. Remy already told you, in competition with herself, don't even know that. I don't even think she want him back. I'm not Remy, so I don't know. But from the looks of it, it don't look like she cares. She already been there, done that. And we'll get to Remy. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to show you some new stuff from Remy, right? A fan said, tell the truth, you was listening to Wanna Go, thinking about Remy before you went into the ring, wasn't you? She's like, I don't listen to trash music and bitter old chickens at that. Bro, this is what I'm talking about. She can't go a day without mentioning Remy. This girl is a fraud. Fake. You just did the Cam Newton interview. Say, oh, it's the media. Oh, it's the fans. They're trying to drum something up. It's not beef. I ain't got beef with nobody. But then you're going on Nightcap calling Bumgardner, Serrano, and Rim all bums, saying that they're nobodies and they're a bunch of bitter hags and they got to team up and link up to defeat you like you're Thanos or something like that. You know what I mean? But you just said you didn't have beef with these people, and now you're like, I don't listen to trash music, and bitter and she washed up. This girl is a whole walking punchline. If Remy Ma is washed up, what is Papoose? He the whole laundromat. He the whole spectrum then. He the ocean. If Remy is washed up, because right now she dropped like 4 songs. Why You Effing Lying, right? Right? Watch How You Talk to Me. I'm a mogul, right? The Joint with French. Ever Since You Left Me. This New York City French Max B Remy, right? Got at you in that. Dropped the other anthem where she was in the mansion, right? Got my outside in it, right? Spending money. She got that. And then she dropped Wanna Go. So she four for 4. So how is she washed up? This girl just be talking and bumping her gums. She's not good at trash talking. She could fight. Trash talking, trash, horrible, right? Because we know you're lying. First of all, if she washed up, how do you know her lyrics? You just called the man so ick, which was the lyrics from the song. She's a liar. It's so easy to prove at this point. She literally, I already went over it. She had a post and she was like, oh, I got him jealous over so ick. Got these bees mad. Literally put that on her story. So how do you know she said that? And why are you repeating it if you don't listen to her, right? You did a video in the gym for this K Scott training camp and you're like, watch how you talk to me. Watch how you talk to me. All you do is copy other women. Bumgardner swimsuit with the fur, right? Franchon Cruz's logo with the cape, right? Remy, you got a New York accent being from Flint some kind of way. You're using her. She keeps saying, are you dumb? That's a known Remy tagline. Right? That's like me saying I don't like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, what are you doing? Hey, Vinny, what did I do wrong? Right? I don't like Arnold. But then I'm like, I'll be back. Like, come on, bro. When are you going to be yourself? You're trying to destiny swap with everybody you're beefing with, and it looks weird. Bumgardner's a bum, but you're trying to dress like her. You don't listen to bitter old CHIKS music like Remy, but you're quoting her songs in your fake clapbacks. It just don't make sense. And you're like, Bumgardner, she's so jealous. Man, she just put these pictures out. Stop it. What does this girl have to be jealous of you for? That's her natural hair. You be having Alf wigs, right? Looking like Garfield, right? Like, come on, bro. I'm a man. Like, we could be real. It's a safe space. What does she have to be jealous of, right? Look at these pictures of her. She'll, like, low key, and I'm not saying it on no disrespectful stuff because I know she's a great boxer, but if I seen her sitting down, I wouldn't think boxer. And she in great shape and athletic looking, but my first guess wouldn't be like she a boxer. She don't look like a girl repeatedly getting punched in the head, right? So she out here killing. All your ops look good. I'm just gonna be real. Like all of them. All of them. And you're like, oh, she's so jealous and bitter. She want my life. She just did the interview, which is why you allegedly assaulted her and accosted her, saying you're a great fighter and you got a brand. Why you with a married man? That's a no-no. You know what I mean? So why would she want your life and you get clowned for your life? Right? The accolades are cool, but everything else outside the ring, your relationship, people don't believe it. Right? People say Pap's using you. So it's like this girl is all over the place, right? Then she put out this. I love when they start hating loud. It's funny to me. Confirmation that God has something huge coming. And then person said, God don't bless side chicks. Like you get clowned every day. He said, God don't bless side chicks. Wow. And then she was like, thank God I'm not one, bitch. Again, she calling men the B word. He didn't call you out your name. Like, he didn't call you a cuss word. He called you a side chick. And look at them old texts that Remy leaked. Everything you do is side chick ready. Side chick approved. Pap, both of your phones is dead. Pap, you fell asleep in the Sprinter with no phones? When does that happen? I like flowers too. I like gifts too. Pat, wait. You know what I mean? You just said you 2.5 years in on your post the other day, and he just now tatting your name, but y'all been saying it was love at first sight and star-crossed lovers and y'all connect like nobody else. Why it take him so long? And then why, how come you have not had anything more grandiose than what Remy has, right? Your tattoo, Claressa, that ain't even your name and how to spell it, but whatever. That little bitty tattoo he got, right? Looking like a candy wrapper. That don't compete with the whole arm being taken up with the Remy bottle, right? You could get this done in prison in 5-10 minutes with a pen. You can't get that done that quick. It would take an hour, 2 hour, a couple hours, right? Probably longer than that for real, because you have to shade in and all that, right? So it's like he got a kid with her. He got a marriage, and you keep calling her old and washed up. Then what the is Papoose, man? Papoose is older than Remy. I don't know if you know that. Right? So she's not even a good trash talker. She like to call people old. Remember, she was like, Layla Ali, she an old hater. Papoose is the same age as Layla Ali. So you with an old man that could be your dad. His daughter is right around your age, give or take a couple years. Right? So while you sitting up here calling Layla Ali old, you with a man who's balding. Layla Ali's she ain't balding. She got the greatest hairline from her dad. I shook up the world. Right? Papoose got his corners sprayed on with Beijing. I'm lying? Okay. And here's the other thing. You're like, Remy washed up. She 4 for 4 with her music. Pap ain't dropped a hit ever. We have no songs, no singles, no choruses we could remember. So who's really washed up? Speaking of, here's Remy in the last few days. Fat Joe had a party, a birthday party. Let's take a look at it. Some of the music I'm going to have to remove for copyright reasons, but you'll still be able to look at the pictures. Look at those legs, bro. Look at Remy, man. Who's washed up, man? Like, rate Remy on a scale of 0 to 10. This is her at Fat Joe's party. This is her. She don't have like a pound of makeup on. Look at her legs. You swear look.
Let's be clear.
Again, I can't play the songs.
Designer,
Look, Fabulous. I couldn't see who that is. It's going a little fast. Jada. She with Kiss. Joey Crack. It looked like Mary J. I couldn't tell. Look. Everybody chilling. Everybody chilling. Tell me Remy don't look good. I'll wait. Y'all let me know in the comments.
Bigger Joe.
That's her with one of my favorite basketball players ever, Allen Iverson. The answer. Look, I mean, come on. Like, I'm not even being funny style. Remy is over 10 years older than Claressa, but look younger than Claressa.
Give me a bigger Joe.
Look, I'm trying to pause on her face. Come on, bro. She looking like Benjamin Button, like she didn't reverse the wound back time. She looked better now than she did in the early 2000s to me. Look at her body. Yeah. And that's Tiana Taylor. So AI, Iverson, Tiana Taylor.
Yeah. Mr. Drinks Champs himself. How we in the elevator? He gonna call corner.
Nori. She with everybody, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Drinks Champs himself. How we in the elevator? He gonna call corners.
That's right.
I gotta mute the sound. Shout out to Beanie Siegel though. I love that song. Look, she rapping a Beanie. That boy Kiss. Look at her. So I'll get to it in a minute. We're almost done with the video. Keith Sweat was performing with Fat Joe and so on and so forth. Looked like they got a great venue. This is the final one. Look at the girl, man. Y'all tell me in the comment section now.
Rest in peace, Big Pun.
So, what have we learned? Again, she's over 10 years older than Claressa, but it looked like she having the time of her life. Like, let's be real. Y'all can't lie your whole life. Let's be honest. Tell me in your heart of all hearts that Remy don't look younger than Claressa Shields. Like, come on, bro. Go look at I'm not talking when Claressa got 40 filters on and lace fronts and glue in her hair and all that and a pound of makeup. Looking like Heath Ledger and the Joker. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's no, I'm not talking about no Joker makeup and all that. She don't see, and the thing with Remy, that's what I like in a woman, me personally, where she got makeup on or whatever, I can't tell. You see what I'm saying? That's what makeup's supposed to be like. Claressa Shields paint her face like the Crow, like Sting from WCW, like she finna fall from the rafters or whatever. And then she be like, oh, this man in Aruba, he played all in my face. He sure did. You know what I mean? What Remy did, it matched her skin tone and all that. Claressa don't even match. Her makeup look lighter. She talk about it's always the light skins. She probably gonna say that when I put this video out. It's always the light skins, right? But then you keep looking lighter and lighter with your filters and with your makeup. And then you calling Remy washed up. She's at the spots. Knicks finals games and playoff games. Knicks float after they won the ship. Where's Papoose? Where are you? Y'all wasn't at none of those. You wasn't at the, and that's supposed to be his team since he was a kid, right? So how is she washed up, but she's from the city, New York. They won, the Knicks won this year, and Papoose and you were nowhere to be found, but you so rich. You got $8 million and all these sponsors, even though you only had like 3 patches, and they were like Win and Zeus patches, right? For endorsers. She washed up though. She has songs charting on Apple Music and people playing on Spotify. She has more views on her songs than you have dissing Bumgardner and that whatever garbage with AI that you put out where you said, I'm from Flint where the water wasn't clean. Well, you need to go back and learn how to rap because Detroit is not that far. 7 to 8 mile. You need to go ask Eminem or somebody how to spit because you suck. And then you got the nerve to be like, I don't listen to trash music, but you were in this woman's DM. If you felt that she was trash or washed, why were you in her DM and then plotting on her and you snaked her for her husband? You know what I mean? So you can't trust snaky people like Claressa Shields. They're going to say whatever. You were cool with everybody you're beefing with. Franchon, Serrano, Alicia, Layla, Remy. You are the problem. You can't tell me 5 different independent women, you are all cool with all of them, and now they don't rock with you. And you're like, oh, everyone's teaming up against me. You're the problem. Something you're doing, and it's not jealousy. They all look better than you, if I'm being honest. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. You guys let me know yours in the comments. So it ain't everybody jealous of you. Not everybody wanted to be an Olympic medalist. I'm pretty sure Remy, coming from the Bronx, that wasn't her aspiration, or she would have tried to pursue a sport. She got into what makes her happy, and she's better at it than you are. You can't rap. You can't dance, you can't sing. So Remy, for someone to be washed up, it looking like she living better than Papoose. Papoose got to get tickets so he don't get cut off on payday. Like, so he get his allowance. He literally got it the day of your fight. You know how bad that looks? Y'all been together. He could have got that tattoo at any other day. He get it the day of your fight, the day of payday. Like, he gonna make sure. Like, you probably told him, like, man, you better get this tattoo real quick. You better get this by Saturday, or else I ain't paying. You was finna dine and ditch him. You know what I mean? So Remy's at the happening spot, and particularly New York. How come she's doing all this stuff that's New York adjacent, and he's supposed to be, he got all the boroughs on his fingers. Oh, this is for Brooklyn and the Bronx and Manhattan, and you got all this on your hand, but then you ain't at none of the hopping spots in New York anymore, right? Fat Joe's party, Key Sweat's there, Allen Iverson's there, FABO, Hello US there, Kiss, Jada Kiss is there, right? Mary J. Blige was there, Tiana Taylor was there, Rem was there, right? And so on and so forth. Nori was there. How come all this New York presence? New Yorkers, French, Montana, Max B, they did a song. They didn't call Papoose, right? They called Rem. They were like, we want this all the way, BX. They didn't call Papoose. He's supposed to be the wordsmith that everyone bows down to when they meet him, and the rap god, right? Nobody's streaming his music. So how dare you call somebody washed up? You look stupid. She rap better than you at a more advanced age than you. None of your songs are better than any of her songs. Her 4 are better than everything I've ever heard from you. Right? You don't know how to rap. So you sound, I don't listen to broke music. That's what you told Ariel Hawani. Man, nah, I don't really listen to Remy music. I like Eve. I like Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim. She said, I don't listen to trash music. But you walked out with Lotto. Lotto's album flopped. She a mistress like you, right? And you don't listen to trash music, but you make trash music. And Lotto, let me be real, Lotto is not a doper MC than Remy. And I'm hip hop. I rap. I'm definitely qualified to speak on rap. Y'all know me. So she like, I don't listen to no trash music. You literally walked out with Lotto and it was trash. This girl had a nightie on. Like she was ready for bed. She looked frustrated. Your whole event was ghetto from start to finish. And she coming out in a teddy with a microphone looking like she trying to hop in 21 Savage bed or something and looking mad. And then she next to you and then y'all pushed her back and she looked all irritated. Then you had Nick Cannon on a drum line doing drums while she's rapping. The microphones in the sound system sucked. So you couldn't even hear her songs or lyrics because there's a dude hitting the drum. That whole thing was a mess, bro. You should be ashamed. Orlando Brown looking dumb as hell, right? Him and Ray J, you're like, oh, Jake Paul, he box. Man, you can say whatever you want about Jake Paul. He don't box like whatever Orlando Brown did in that second round. Bro, he didn't do that. Oh, but Jake Paul ain't. And Ray J had one wish drop into his knee. That whole event was trash, bro. They had kids in there, dogs in there. They must have been giving away them tickets, bro. I seen pit bulls and more Rottweilers than Central Park. Talking about we sold out. Man, they was counting dogs and golden retrievers and stuff. I seen Comet from Full House up in there. We sold out 16,000. Yeah, 16,000 canines. Like, this girl all over the place, bro. Remy winning. I don't care what none of y'all talking about. She winning. Rap better, body better, hair and edges better. She dropped the dead weight and looked like she living better. You stuck with him. Your hair falling out. Your dad, he asking for $200 or whatever he was saying after your fight. He was asking to borrow money. But you think you got the trophy. You need to take care of your family. You need to take care of your sister. You need to take care of your mom. Somebody that was close to the situation said your mom, the house wasn't smelling up to par. Her blankets weren't smelling up to par. You know what I mean? There's more things. You talking about, I'm from Flint where the water wasn't clean. Now your diamonds dancing, water wet, and 90 on the wrist. You got a lot to learn. And to me, it looked like you tricking on Papoose. That's my personal opinion. So good luck with that, buddy. Remy winning. Checkmate. We unpacked.